My name is James Howlett. I am the nephew of Larry Howlett, and I am here at my uncle's apartment at St. Francis Tower. I'm out in the hallway right now because my uncle is under a lot of stress, and I didn't want him to have to listen to me make this video because my uncle has had a stroke in the past. And I just know this is frustrating for me, and I can see him getting frustrated with the situation too. I don't want him to be frustrated, and I don't want him to worry. Today is Sunday, December the 16th, 2018. This is my uncle's medication packs. You see here, it's has his name. Larry Howlett, his doctor, the date. Now you'll notice on some of these that the date's different from the date on these stickers. I believe that has more to do with they go and they pick it up from the pharmacy. I believe they pick it up like 4 packs at a time, and then you administer the medication, because each one of these packs represent a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then you have morning, noon, evening, bedtime. Now, how it's been in the past, the current medication pack that we're using for the week would be sitting on my uncle's sink or right next to the stove in clear view for the relieving member of Family First Choice to have access to it. And also my dad would give him this bedtime one when he comes in and gives him his diabetic shot in the evening. With all of the commotion that's been going on and everything, and even my dad's level of frustration is tight, he's been trying to avoid having contact with Family First Choice if he can. So he's been coming a little later to give that bedtime shot. Here's my pop now. Hey, Pop. I went in to give Uncle Larry his meds, and they didn't have any of his medication for the week ready. So what I wanted to show was I wanted to be able to see if I had enough medication to give him his medicine throughout the day. And this is what I found. Half the time, they're not even giving him his medication. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks that all the medication has been used. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks that the medication has not been used. So half the time, they're not even giving him his meds. You got in the morning time, he's not getting his meds. You got this one all afternoon. This week, they ain't giving him his afternoon meds. They didn't give him his evening meds. So they're only giving him his meds half the time. So we have enough medication right here to get him through the day. But we have to figure out where his meds for this week is at. Well, and then also, too, we want to get the receipt from the pharmacy where you've been paying for his meds all this time. Yeah. Do you even know if his meds is paid for this week?
I don't know if they supposed to pay him. See, they was, I hadn't paid him. I stopped them from going to my car.
Right.
So they had to pay him now.
Right. But does he have them? Do we know if they even been paid for this?
Well, they called me yesterday. They called me Friday. I wanted to know if he had enough for the weekend, but I didn't get over there. I didn't know they was closed on Saturday. So that's the thing. They closed, that pharmacy closed on Saturday.
Yeah. So they asked you if he had enough for the weekend, but they give him his meds. They supposed to know that. They supposed to have a log to show how much medication he had. So,
but he got enough to get through the day.
Yep, he got enough to get through the day. We're gonna have to piece it together from medication that he didn't get. So basically, what just happened is, as I was making this video, my father came, and he said to me, he told me that Family First Choice asked you if he had enough to make it to the weekend, right? No?
I ain't talking to them.
Okay. So
Pharmacy.
the pharmacy, okay.
Wanted to know.
So the pharmacy wanted to know. Oh, okay, I get it. That makes sense.
Because they supposed to see.
They haven't filled a new order.
What they supposed to do when it's getting low, they supposed to notify the pharmacy. To call. See that?
This paper. Okay, yeah.
So they must have forgot to call.
All right. So now that makes sense. Now you heard it. So once they give him his medication for the month, like 4 weeks, it says, please call Legends Pharmacy, the phone number, to reorder your meds when you start this card. So when they begin this week, they're supposed to reorder the meds so that they have time to get the new meds over so that there's no break. So apparently the pharmacy called my dad because my dad has been paying for the medication with his card. My father stopped the payment with the medication over the card because Family First Choice took over all of those responsibilities and everything when they went and took his Social Security check. The pharmacy called my dad because they don't have a new order in. And now they want to make sure that my uncle has enough meds to make it through the weekend, which he does only because Family First Choice didn't give him his medication the right way. But Family First Choice failed to make contact with the pharmacy to order a new batch of meds. Now, Family First Choice are supposed to be giving him these meds, so they're supposed to be aware of when the medication runs out, when they need new meds, who they need to contact. So they're failing all over the place. They can't figure out anything.
You got this morning already?
No, I'm finna give him that now. Or you can give it to him right now. I'm on my way in there, Pop. I just wanted to do this out here because I don't want Uncle Larry stressed out.
Yeah.
So I didn't want him to hear me talking about all of this. This is why I came out here in the hallway to do it. So yeah, take him back. You can take all of these. I'm through with him. And then just give him his morning one. All right, I'll be right in, Pop. How do I turn this camera around? I'm not gonna be able to see. I can't see if it got me or not. I don't know how to turn the camera around. But anyway, so basically what just happened was I brought my family. We came up here to see about my uncle. And while we're up here and I'm seeing that, he doesn't have his meds and everything, and I'm trying to organize what meds he has and how he's going to get his meds, who shows up? My Pop. So Pop shows up. And he's wondering, I could see the look on his face. He was wondering what I'm doing out here with all my uncle's medication. So I go to explain to him what the purpose of the video was. And basically what's going on is my uncle has not been getting his medication the way that he's supposed to. They have, for the last 10 weeks, only half of the medication has been administered the way it's supposed to be by the doctor. You heard my father himself say that he was trying not to come in contact with Family First Choice at all. The reason that that's important is because that last bedtime medication my father used to give him when he would give him his diabetic shot. So now my dad has been coming later to avoid the Family First Choice worker. He still gives him his diabetic shot. He just gives it to him a little later to avoid any of the Family First Choice workers. Now, Family First Choice is fully aware of we're trying to avoid them and all of these things. So Family First Choice, they're supposed to administer him all his meds. As you can see, every slot is represented. Morning, noon, evening, and bedtime. And like I said, the bedtime when my dad used to give, now Family First Choice needs to give it. And it's sad. It's really sad. Now, I'm outside in the hallway making this video because I don't want to stress my uncle. It's like only the family is concerned about what happens to my uncle. everybody else is concerned about these different agencies and government agencies, and it is crazy because these people do not have my uncle's best interests in mind. And I don't want to go too long with this rant because I'm gonna try to pull it all together in one video that where it flows smoothly so that you can see the whole thing, the way it plays out. But basically, that's where we're at today. Family first choice failed to give my uncle his medicine in the correct way, and now it seems that they may not have even ordered or reordered his new medication. So how can you be giving this man's care for years and you can't figure this out? Because my father used to do it. But family first choice is who gets paid to do it. And now they've went and they're trying to force the family out. And they've taken over his Social Security payments and all of that kind of stuff. And they can't figure out how to run their own business. They can't even figure out how to do what they're supposed to do. And here it is, them doing something like this. Because him getting his medication, honestly, is not as important to them. You saw in the earlier video, where I encountered a worker that was supposed to be new to come take care of my uncle and everything. She wasn't even aware of the medication, and she had just underwent training to care for this particular client, me and my uncle, and she didn't even know about the medication. So it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. Everybody, they're treating us, the family, as if like we're thieves or we're not looking out for my uncle, when the truth is they can't even figure out how to run their own business. So I don't know. It is what it is. But we're not going to just go away without a fight. This is my uncle. This is my family. This is someone who I love. And we're not going to just go away. And I feel very sorry for any of the seniors who really don't have anybody to go to bat for them like that, because the further that I get into what's going on here with my uncle, the sadder it becomes. Nobody's looking out for the best interest of the person. Everybody has their own little skin in the game that they're trying to protect. And it's sad. It really is.